excited because I just got this packet all the way from Buffalo, New York. We have a little creative challenge for each other. We're each sending each other 4 items. 1 is something metal, 2 is something wood, 3 is something paper, and then we have a wild card. It's not a competition, it's just a little challenge to get our creative gears going. So I'm super excited. Let's see what she got. Here it is. My package from Cobwebs and Bristles, all the way from Buffalo, New York. I'm super excited to see the kind of items that she sent me for this challenge because everybody's got a little bit of a different taste. Sorry, Cobs. I hope there's nothing's gonna get messed up by shaking it, but I can't resist. What do we have here? Hey Mel, good luck. Aw, thank you. Something wood. This is great. Well, there's probably a lot of things I could do with this. I can make a base out of it. I can cut it into another shape. We'll figure out. Ooh, something paper. Nice paper. It's super thin. It'd be great for decoupaging. Aw, the wording would be really awesome for a backdrop of some sort. Cool. Definitely do something with this. Something metal. Awesome. You can always do something with old tins. Always. This shape I think would really be cool to maybe put a stand and then something else and make another tier for like organization or something. And then I could paint it or maybe use the paper to decoupage the inside. We'll figure something else out. It's funny, my mom used to buy these tents just so she had a place to put her thread. And I know she's not alone, there's a lot of people that did that. But awesome. Inside we have, oh, there's another something wood in here. Little wooden stars. Those are cute. All right. All right, this is gonna be a challenge, but I'm up for it. A little cozy for a beverage. And the Bills, I don't know who number 60 is, but he obviously plays for the Buffalo Bills. Thank you, that's very cute. I got a little souvenir from Buffalo. I've never been to Buffalo. I believe this is my wild card. Huh. What can I do with this? We shall have to figure it out. All right, Cobs, you really gave me a challenge, but I'm excited. So after giving it a little extra thought, I decided to go with a less obvious direction and was reminded of all the awesome tin can lanterns I had seen on Pinterest. I had this mid-century modern Mads Caproni lamp I had thrifted about a year ago for $5. It is missing a lampshade. Bummer. So let's see if we can make one. The first thing we need to do is make a hole at the top of the tin can so that it has a place to hold onto the lamp. Just tracing that circle and looking for the right drill bit to use to hopefully drill out this can without damaging it to the point where I have to throw it away. Fingers crossed. Well, it worked. That hole is just a little too jagged. Here I am just grinding it out with my Dremel and a little grinding bit so I don't cut myself. A perfect fit. Just spraying the inside of the tin with some gold spray paint so we have a nice reflective glow once the light is on. Since I already had the gold spray paint out, I decided to spray this future project that will be turning into a pet bed pretty soon. Now I'm just going to turn this tin into a blank canvas using one heavy coat of any kind of white paint. I'm not looking for full coverage. I just want a blank canvas so that when I decoupage it, the writing on the can does not show through. And while I was waiting for both sides of the can to dry, I decided to take my little pug for an afternoon stroll. In the desert sun, that didn't take long at all. Here's the paper, just putting a layer of Mod Podge onto my can and then ripping off in small sections, just pieces of the paper, and just kind of stacking and overlaying. I want to give it a real vintage kind of look. And as they get layered in certain places, I love how it's getting a little bit darker. I'm still seeing the words. I got that nice reflective gold on the bottom. Once it's all decoupaged, I'm just kind of putting dots in a random pattern up and down like a wave. I'm going to drill out these holes so the light kind of shines through. If you look on Pinterest and check out tin can lanterns, there's all kinds of awesome designs that people come up with. I'm just doing something very simple. Here I am with my Dremel with a small drill bit, just drilling some holes, or trying to drill holes. The Dremel was not a very good choice for this. It kept slipping, it didn't seem like it had enough power, and I was tearing up the paper. So I quickly decided to scrap that idea and just use a regular drill. Well, my regular cordless drill works so much better, and I flew through drilling these holes in. The only thing was it did tear up the paper just a little bit. As you can see, some of that blue poking through, so we'll have to touch that up. Using a little bit of that white paint I originally used in the first place, I'm just dabbing it on ever so lightly and alternating with water, giving it kind of a little wash and then wiping away so that it covers up those parts that I don't want to see and gives it a nice aged effect. Sometimes things work out in your favor because I probably wouldn't have done this otherwise. While I was outside, I just drilled some holes into those wooden stars for later. Here I am cutting up some macrame cord. The thicker cord is the same length as the perimeter of my tin can. And these thinner ones, I just cut out probably about 4 feet in length. And I'm attaching them to the cord, evenly spaced, so that I could add a little bit of length to my lampshade because this tin can is kind of short. Here it is attached to my can, and I'm just doing a few little square knots. I'm not doing any kind of elaborate macrame, just a few square knots in between, and then a big space, and then a few more square knots. I believe I did 4 layers. And as I got closer to the bottom, it kind of started to taper in. So I ended up finding an embroidery hoop that was broken, but I had saved. So I decided to go ahead and attach that to the bottom layer. And I just attached it with a hot glue gun. This gave the lampshade a really neat shape because it widened it at the bottom. Up top I had some fringe trim that I also attached with my glue gun, just to give it a little bit of decorative accent. I'm liking the way it's coming out. Now I'm left with these bare spaces because I widened up that macrame, so I'm just adding a few more cords in between so it's not so bare.
Not looking for your lies. Tell me, do you wanna go?
The shade was looking just a little shaggy, so let's trim her up even. These little stars could not decide what color they wanted to be. I painted them probably about 4 different colors before I finally decided that golds and cream were going to be my final option. I just attached them with jump rings.
You and me stuck on the ocean now, nothing but waves and they're spilling in. I wanna dry up but you just keep on going, don't you? I don't even know how we got here, all my reasoning have disappeared. I wanna bury the hatchet and find the way back to our home, our home, our home. We don't have to drift inside this dome. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around.
Wait, if you're wondering whatever happened to number 60, well, he's sporting a more casual attire these days. Please log over to Cobwebs and Bristles here on YouTube to see the items I sent her and how she upcycled them as well. And if you would like to see more videos from me, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching.
Yesterday we could be ourselves, didn't have much but nevertheless we were true to each other.